Welcome. We're talking. The last video is going to be Dak Prescott and NFC East with Washington. Well, we'll dive into Dak Prescott first.
The saga continues.
The saga continues.
What's going to happen?
He was one of the 13 that is going to be playing under the franchise tag. Did not get the extension done. To my knowledge, it was Dallas had the same offer on the table that they put before the tag even.
It was a 5-year, right?
It was a 5-year deal worth $35 million a year, and he wanted 4 years. Dallas pretty much said it's 5 years, $35 million, or franchise tag. Franchise tag is $31 million, so they actually offered him more, but he wanted the 4-year. So that way he could renegotiate
to get back into that.
To get into a $40 million category. 40 to $45 million is what I'm guessing. So he was willing to sign it if it was 4 years, but Dallas won in the 5th year, and so then he's going to play on the tag. We're going to go back to the drawing board next year. What are your guys' take on it?
Kind of thought it wasn't going to get done.
I didn't.
Yeah,
It's weird because
here.
if you've been paying attention to this, a lot of people think Jerry Jones is a problem with Cowboys on things like this, but this kind of seemed more like a Dak problem. Like you're getting offered a lot of money,
right? Jones has put his put money on the board.
Yeah.
He takes care
a realistic
he takes
amount
care of his players,
right?
Yeah.
And that's what I don't understand is we've signed high profile players before. Lawrence got done, Jalen Smith got done. Zeke got done. Like, come on. Like
Prescott's not going to make Mahomes money. He's not even won a playoff game.
I think, like, the $35 million a year, I think he was realistic. Well, but I want the 4-year. But I don't know. It's frustrating because I like Dak, but it's just everything's about money.
This is going to be a weird season because, say Dak goes down, something happens, then Dalton comes in. I mean, nobody knows what's going to happen. Dalton comes in and plays good.
I think this is it for Dak. This is make it or break it because you can blame Garrett if you want to, for the coaching.
You can't do that this year.
McCarthy's won a Super Bowl.
Right, McCarthy is a proven coach. Granted, he's not getting the full off season, but that'll be the next.
If there is a season.
If there is a season, that'll be the next excuse.
I would say you go into it.
You got a team. There's no excuse.
I'm with it there. We've got a really good wide receiver core. Our top 3 wide receiver. Offensive line is top 10. Zeke's a top 5 back.
Defense is probably top 10.
Yeah, defense is top 10, top 15 definitely, top 10 maybe.
So it's all there for you.
The team's there, absolutely.
I would say
this is
case,
make it or break it.
Like I said, see how the season goes. If it's not there, I just roll with Dalton. I draft quarterback.
I'm with you, man. We can't.
You never know what teams are thinking either. Maybe they have a plan. I don't know.
Because think about it. He's making 31.5. You have Dalton. Look at all that money you could have saved. You probably could have retained Byron Jones.
Yep.
And traded for Jamal Adams.
Team versus quarterback versus... It's just a big mess.
Or, even that money right there, you could have got Clowney.
True.
And there's also things like this that popped up.
The tweet.
The tweet from Dak's brother.
Dak's brother loves getting involved.
Yeah. Is this going to make the situation better? He says, there's a reason I was never a Dallas Cowboys fan growing up. Or before they drafted Dak. After today, who knows how much longer I'll be cheering for them.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
I mean, it's his brother. You can't blame him for it, but...
Right, I know. I'm a lifelong Cowboys fan. I grew up a Boys fan, so I'm always going to be a Boys fan. But, to each their own. He's not a Cowboys fan. It's whatever.
But it's like, is this going to hurt the Cowboys? Does this hurt Jerry Jones' feelings because his brother sent out a tweet?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Man, Tad's starting turning to LeVar Ball.
yeah, the Ball family. But
the big baller brand.
Anyways, that's our take on Dak.
The saga.
Yeah, the saga continues.
To be continued.
Yeah, to be continued. the next half of this video, we're going to talk about another storyline that happened within the NFC East. That's why I wanted to put it in the NFC East video. Washington Redskins are officially
dropping the name
Redskins. So it's already official, like on ESPN app on my phone. It only says Washington. It doesn't even refer to the Redskins anymore. So a couple names that they have picked out, but nothing's official yet. We'll go into that in a later video once everything goes down.
If they can get trademarks.
Right, if they can get the trademarks. Anyways, a couple of the top most popular ones is the Warriors, the Red Tails, the Red Wolves, and the Red Hawks. What do you guys think about those, the populars?
I think the Warriors isn't that good just because of the Golden State Warriors. I think
that's the first thing I thought of too was Warriors, Golden State Warriors. Now there's already an NBA team.
Yeah.
With that.
The Red Tails.
The Red Tails has a lot of push.
That one's probably the one that seems the most popular.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's historically significant, I guess.
Right,
so.
It's historically significant because they were fighter pilots in World War II.
The Red Wolves I kind of like.
I like the Red Wolves.
I like it too.
That's my personal favorite is the Red Wolves.
I
like Wolves though.
Yeah.
But
like Timberwolves.
Yeah, the Timberwolves, but Washington Red Wolves, I could dig it, you know.
Yeah, I don't mind that one.
Can you dig it?
Sucker.
And then the Red Hawks.
That one's...
Yeah, it's
I think there's too many, Falcons, Seahawks.
Yeah, too many bird,
Red Hawks,
Seahawks. The NFL doesn't have a wolf, so I mean that's... I could go with the, Red Wolves and Red Tails is kind of my two favorites. A couple honorable mentions was the Renegades, Defenders, and Sentinels.
And the Sentinels ones gained steam because of the movie The Replacements.
Mm-hmm.
That's where that came from, which that's not terrible. Washington Sentinels. I mean, just
there's a bunch of other political ones, the senators, the Americans, and stuff like that. But I don't think
about the foreskins. We're gonna hang it. We're gonna hang 50.
I don't think those are realistically in play. I think it's the top four that we had there. What do you think about the honorables? Renegades, Defenders, Sentinels?
The Renegades and the Defenders one.
Wasn't that XFL?
XFL was the DC Defenders.
Yeah, I thought the Defenders or Renegades, one of them.
And the Renegades was the original XFL. I think there was a team called that, wasn't there? So I don't know. Those are kind of... I like the Red Tails or the Red Wolves.
I'm with you.
Sentinels isn't bad because of the movie thing, but it is what it is. It's going to be weird calling them something else. Mm-hmm. I'm still getting used to calling the Chargers the Los Angeles Chargers. And then the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, the Las Vegas
Raiders.
Weird, so now we're going to have, three teams, the Los Angeles Chargers, Las Vegas Raiders, and then the Washington Red Tails, Red Wolves, Warriors, etc.
It's going to be odd.
It's going to be very odd.
But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right, that's our take and thoughts on the Dak in Washington. So,
bye.
Peace out.
See you later.